everyone, this is Pyali from Mission Empowering Mind. So today we are going to talk about how to deal the rebellious behavior of the children. Why this topic? Few days before, I received some requests from some parents. One was, my son is 7-year-old and is behaving very rebellious, completely uncontrollable child. There was another request from a parents of a 12-year-old daughter who said that she wants some tips to handle the rebellious behavior of her daughter. So, not only that, before our live seminar, we conducted a survey over 600 parents, and we asked the parents what is or what are their major concerns regarding their children. And guess what? Out of 600 parents, 49% raised their concern as rebellious behavior of the children, or the disobedience of the children, or conflict between the parents and the children. That's why I thought, let's have a talk on that. Before telling anything else, let me mention that I'm a mom of a 12-year-old daughter, and I passed through a number of incidents like that. I learned certain techniques. I'm implementing those techniques. I have already implemented a number of techniques and I'm getting very different and effective results. That's why I thought I'll be sharing it with you. What is rebel? We all know what does it mean. As per the dictionary, rebel means raising opposition against the authority. So, opposing against the parents, we can say this is rebellious behavior. The extent can vary, right? But what are the reasons or factors behind the rebellious behavior of the children? Number one factor, anger. Anger against the environment where the child is growing up, or anger against the people with whom the child is growing up. Anger could be because of different reasons, but yes, anger is a major factor behind the rebellious behavior of the children. Factor 2, unexpressed worry. If the child is worried and not able to express, the child becomes rebellious. The worry can be passed on by someone else. If the child is seeing someone to worry all the time, that automatically comes in the child's behavior, in the child's mind. Or the worry could be within the child. Suppose for the COVID situation, that child might be worried because he's not able to play, and it's not certain when he will be able to go out, go to school, go to play. So that could be a reason of worry, or it can be something like that. The parents are continuously worrying regarding the situation, and the child is automatically getting the worried feelings. Factor 3, disagreement. Disagreement with whatever has been told to the child. Factor 4, this is a major factor for adolescents or the child who are of the age of 10, 12. As the child grows up, the child's brain develops certain part, and that part seeks freedom. So the factor 4 is establishment of freedom. This is also one of the major reasons behind the rebellious behavior of the child. What could be the solutions of those 4 reasons? The first and foremost things I'll tell, what is the basic of everything is having a control of your own emotion. Now I know that number of the parents will say that telling is easy, but having a control of your own emotion might not be that easy. Now I will say it's easy, and at times you can have a control over your emotion in less than 10 minutes. Those who have attended our live seminars have seen that how we change the state of mind or how we can change our state of mind within 5 minutes if we want, and we need to practice that. But in this video I'm not going to talk about how to change your emotion very quickly. Yes, mindful meditation is one of the very powerful ways. You can try that regularly. This is a regular process, so you need to practice. So that is the basic thing. Now, on top of that, I'm going to give you 4 secrets. I'm going to give you how many secrets? 4 secrets as a solution. So, are you excited to know the solutions or the secrets to know? Say, I am excited. So, the first secret as a solution to handle the rebel children is the 7-letter word empathy. Yes, your child needs to be heard. And the simple thing in our daily life, we keep on missing, we keep on forgetting. I'll give you one example. One of my students or one of my trainees, she was in grade 2. She was a nice student. And the parents were also very nice. Both of the parents were very busy. They used to work. And the mom came to me and said one day that my child nowadays is behaving very different. She is opposing. Whatever we are telling, she is saying no. So what to do about that? I just tried to dig down, and what I understood earlier, when the child used to come to share a lot of things with the parents or with the mom, as the mom had less time and with a good intention, she wanted the child to direct in the right direction. So always, whenever she used to find the child has done something wrong, she used to tell that if I would be in your place, I would have done this in that way. But if you would have done this, you would get a better results. Why did you do this? Now, think from the child's perspective. The child is already getting less time, and whenever she is trying to say or to share something with the parents, she is seeing that always she is being advised or being judged or being compared. Child needs to be heard. She just simply wants to be heard without being judged, without being compared, or without being advised, without being suggested of anything. So this is a core principle. Just listen to the child at times. Just listen to what he or she is trying to share with you. This is a very important message we can send to our children, that I understand you. Secret number 2, effective communication. We all want to communicate effectively, but communication is a two-way tool. So it's not necessarily with the intention, with whatever intention you are trying to communicate, it will be received by the recipient's brain in the same way. How many of you have experienced that you are telling something with good intention and it's working opposite? Yes, number of us have experienced this, not only with our children but with many, right? So, what is the thing? What happens actually? I'll give you an example. One of my students, she is a girl of 10th grade. So there was a circle time, we were in a excursion. So there, when all of them were talking very freely, she expressed her anger towards her parents. She said, my parents don't leave a single opportunity to advise me. I know the parents. The parents were really beautiful. I got really shocked, but I didn't show my feelings. Rather, I used the first principle, yes, empathy. I wanted to know what the child is sharing. So I tried to dig down, and the child is saying, one day I told my father that I want to buy a jeans. And my father said to me that, why do you want to buy a jeans? You have so many. In our case, we used to get 2 dresses in a year, and look at you. Now tell me, what was the intention of the father? Right, probably the father wanted to say that buying unnecessary stuffs is not a good thing. But what the child's brain focused, or where the child's brain focused. Compare. The whole intention got diverted because the child's mind focused on a different word or on a different part of the conversation, and the intention was not fulfilled. So, for effective communication, there are two major things we need to keep it in mind. Our communication should be factual and beneficial. Here the father's statement was true, but it was not beneficial. So always keep it in your mind, our intention. What is our intention? And keep your communication focused to that. So, what is the second secret? Keep your communication factual, no exaggeration, no understatement, and keep your communication beneficial. Here comes secret number 3. Develop right discipline system from an early age. Discipline means a balance and a framework. Give your child freedom within a framework and set a consequence. Out, if the child goes beyond the framework, he or she needs to face the consequence. Be consistent to follow that. For an example, for education or for study, give your child right direction. Say you need to study for 2 hours. Now you decide that is the framework, studying for 2 hours. Now freedom, what is the freedom? You decide what time you want to do that. So you are giving a freedom or choose the subjects what you want to study. Giving the freedom with the framework and setting the consequence. If you miss this for 2 consecutive days, then set a consequence. While setting the consequence, have a talk with the child beforehand that this will be the consequence. So like that, consistently develop a discipline system from a very early age. As early, like after 2 years, your child is set for having the discipline system, and that is the right age, starting from 3 to 4. Start developing the right discipline system. This works wonderfully with younger children. And the secret number 4. How many of you are interested to know the secret number 4? Yes, say I. So, this is a very effective one for little elderly children, the children who are of the age group 10 and above. So now, the children for whom the secret number 3 is not working effectively, or you have not started it at the right stage, now the child is facing a disciplinary problem. So there you can use this secret. Let the child have a freedom, but always guide the child with positive conversation. And if the conversation does not work, if the guidance does not work, let the child face the consequence and let the child learn from the consequences. I know at times the consequences becomes really heavier. The more and more you will delay, teach the child to learn from the consequences will become heavier. For an example, say your child is not ready to study as per the required time. So you can give a guidance. The more and more you will force, you will fight, you will confront, the situation will be more rebellious. And that will not be helpful for the future of the child, and the child will never understand, will never hold the responsibility of himself or herself. I believe these tips are going to help you a lot, and those are very basic things that you can follow in your regular life to handle the rebellious behavior of a child. Keep it in your mind. Start with a positive belief. Your child is not bad, or your child is not rebel inherently. Everything has a cause, and try to treat the roots to grow better fruits. If you like our video, please like it or subscribe it. It will help us to create more videos like that. And if you have some questions, please reach to us through WhatsApp or through reply or through comments in any way. So be blessed, have an insightful time, have a safe time.